Hi, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make an inexpensive, no drilling steering control arm for your modified kayak trolling motor. Now this is version 2 of what I've done for this type of project. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. This is the main part that clamps onto the trolling motor shaft. It's a black ops single vise clamp for a 1 1/8 inch diameter seat post. And because it's for a seat post, it has just the single clamp with this bolt, and you will unscrew it and then drill this out to accept your 1/4 20 piece of all thread. Now, if you can look here, I'll try and zoom in on it. There's a little lip in the top here. That's what holds it on the bicycle post. So you're also going to have to grind this little piece off using like a Dremel, or I just used an actual hand file to do it. And when you do bolt those things, this is what you come up with. You see, I've drilled it straight through, and now it's going to accept the 1/4 20 all thread. And then in here, you can see that I just filed everything down until it was smooth, and then I tested it by sliding it over the shaft. And then what I also did was I just used a little bit of auto touch-up paint, which you don't have to do because it's going to be hidden by the shaft, but it makes it look a lot cleaner. And then there you have your little black op clamp. This is the double eye turnbuckle that I'm going to be using in this project, along with some other parts that I'll explain. Now this is a 1/4 inch by 20 times 7.5 inches in length. And the thing about this turnbuckle is this side here that's marked with this notch is an opposite side or a left-hand thread. And that's basically how turnbuckles are used to tighten things. And the other side here that's smooth, this is your standard right-hand thread. So in order to make this work, you could either buy a left-hand nut that's going to go on the end of this, or you can just rethread this end, and that's what I did. So what I did was I unscrewed this eye bolt right here. See, it's got a pretty good length in there, so it's sturdy, and it allows you to adjust the length. And then I took this standard 1/4 by 20 bolt, put this in a vise, and then just rethreaded this end using a bolt, making sure that I did it straight. Because the aluminum is so soft, it was easy to rethread it. You could also tap it if you wanted to, but it just makes it easy because that way everything matches. You don't have to buy separate parts. And then what you do is you're going to put this little lock nut here, and that'll be shown when I assemble everything, to lock in the length of the eye bolt. And then on the other end here, this will lock into the piece of all thread that connects both pieces together. This is the exploded view of the Black Ops steering control arm. Here you have your modified clamp. Back here you have your piece of 1/4 20 all thread. You have a nylon washer that will butt up against the clamp to keep it from scratching and to make a better fit. Then you have a tightening nut here, along with your shaft of the turnbuckle, and then another locking nut, and then your 1/4 20 eye bolt. And once you put all those together, you have your piece. So now you have everything assembled together, and it just needs to be painted. And as you can see with these lock nuts here, you can adjust your total distance or length of your steering control arm to fit your trolling motor needs. This is the assembled steering control arm mounted on an actual section of a trolling motor shaft that is 1 1/8 inch in diameter. Now, the important thing to remember about assembling the steering control arm is that it needs to slide over the top of the shaft. So when you install this, you have to remove the head and any other pieces you may put on top to run your wiring in order for this to slide down. So that's it. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments. Thank you.